9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
It's Drea Nicole. Well, are you ready? Yo, Doc, where you at?
Where you at, BFM family? Had to do it, podcast family. Where you at, Drea Nicole NYC family? I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys so much. How have you been? How have things been going? I have I have so much to talk about today. You've been. I have so much to talk about today. So much to share with you guys. In case you didn't know, I was in Jamaica. But we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's your girl, Drea Nicole. Had to do a podcast. How's everybody doing? I hope you're enjoying your summer. It's Leo season. It's my season. It's my season. That's why I had to do the big hair because I had to put on my lion's mane because it's Leo season. And I am so excited about it. Excited about it. Hope everybody's had a great week or a great couple of weeks because I haven't seen you guys in a couple of weeks. Um, yeah. So we just gonna get into it. So upcoming events. I have a few upcoming events. The first thing is Left Me Standing at the Altar. I am in a stage play, y'all. I play the bride's mother, and that's all I'm giving y'all. Y'all gonna have to come to the play. So you're gonna have to go to my Instagram page, Drea Nicole NYC. Follow the link, the Eventbrite link. Get your tickets if you're in the Atlanta area. It's going to be at Uptown Comedy Corner on Virginia Avenue on September 8th. I'm promising you it's going to be a good time. It's a musical. There's going to be music that you know. There's going to be music that you don't know. My song has been put into the play. And we're just going to have a good time. But before we even get to that, my birthday is August 16th. And I am going to be partying back home in Brooklyn, in NYC, for my birthday on August 17th. So if you're in the NYC area around August 16th, holla at your girl. We're going to be at HQ Lounge. The flyer for that is coming soon. Then also in September, the flyer that's up now is for Manifesting Business Success Small Business Expo. Had to do a podcast. Is going to be there. We're going to have our own table. We're going to be interviewing small businesses and getting to know, the people around, talking about their businesses, how they started their businesses and everything. This is a very good thing to tap into if you're an entrepreneur. Because sometimes you have to talk to the people who's already doing it so that you could get some ideas on what you can do. Even if you're already doing it, you get ideas on what you can do to move your business further. I love things like this. Shout out to Selvin Hicks for inviting Had to Do It podcast to come and be a part of his event. Thank you, Sal. I'm going to be there with bells on. So, like I said, I was in Jamaica, and I had a ball. Me and my girls, Sylvia, Val, and Patrice, we was outside. You see the picture there, us in the all white. That was the all white party. We had a ball. When I tell you, we turned Jamaica upside down. We turned Jamaica upside down. And I was just, whenever I go on vacation, I just like to do things that I don't usually get to do at home. I could party and drink and stuff at home, but there's things at home that I can't do, like swim with dolphins. Yes, I did that. I swam with a dolphin. His name was Miguel. Miguel was much fun. We danced. He dragged me around in the ocean and brought me back, and it was just fun. This little, remind me of Flipper. One of my friends started singing the Free Willy song. She was like, home, do 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 do, do 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 do, while I'm all in the water with the dolphin and everything. Hilarious. Then we went to this spot called Chuka. And Chuka was live. Like, you see, you have my guy over here on the stilts taking pictures with us. Um, this is where we did. This is where they had the ATVs and the horseback riding and everything. So after we took pictures, had a couple of patties. Had to eat a couple of patties. Had some um cheese fries with jerk sauce on it. Don't knock it till you try it. It was actually pretty freaking amazing. Um, After we did all that, we got up on some horses. We was riding through the woods. My first horse was a little unruly with the riding through the woods. Like, he was trying to lead me to the bushes and stuff like that, and I had to keep bringing him back. And then I guess he got a little frustrated with me, threw his head back. He was a little temperamental there. But it's all good though. He got me from point A to point B safely. So we cool. But he was a little mm. And then we rode the ATVs, the four wheelers. The four wheelers was fun. One of my friends did end up in the bushes because she couldn't keep her four wheeler straight. Some of them was hard to navigate. Thank God mine wasn't, but some of them was hard to twist and turn, and she ended up in the bushes. And the guy that was guiding us, he was like, "You stay up front with me." But it was a great time. I really just wanted to take off on that thing, like, but they got to keep you controlled, and they don't want you to get hurt and everything. But I really wanted to be a speed demon out there, but it was still fun nonetheless. And the whole group went and got to ride horses. Now we had to switch horses to do this, but we got to ride horses in the ocean, y'all. Have you ever rode a horse in the ocean? It is so much fun. I just do like the aesthetic of it. Just sound like something that I wanted to do. It ain't much different than riding a horse on land. It's just that you go through the water, but the aesthetic, the look of it. I'm riding in the water and hair blowing in the wind while I'm riding in the water. And then a horse took a shit, and the horse in front of me took a shit in the water. And I had to put my legs up on the horse to get it out the water because I didn't want to get shit on my legs. Yes, that happened. And then, it wasn't so sexy anymore. It really wasn't. And of course, I had to get my coconut drink. Had to get my coconut drink on. The guy went up in the tree just for us to go get fresh coconut. That coconut was picked 2 seconds before it was given to me. He went up in the tree, got the coconut for me so I could have me some coconut water. And my coconut water had a little bit of coconut rum. It was so good. I did so much drinking on this trip. And then the star drink. The star drink. I remember my first girl trip to Jamaica in, I think it was 2017, with my homegirl Fee. We got introduced to Bob Marley's. Yes, sir. Bob Marley. So the Bob Marley shots were going around. You hear me? Don't let it fool you. Oh no. It'll put you on your ass. Oh yeah. Go to Jamaica. Make sure you get a Bob Marley shot. Nobody does it better than them. Nobody does it better than them. So that's a little recap of my trip. This is why I was away from the podcast for so long, because I was having fun in Jamaica, y'all. I was having a ball in Jamaica. So then I got hit with reality on the way home, which brings us to my first topic for current events: the cyber attack that had everybody's flights delayed, canceled, etc., etc. I didn't know it at the time, but I was a victim of this cyber attack because I was supposed to be home from Jamaica Thursday night. We were sitting in the airport in Jamaica from 12:30 in the afternoon on Thursday. Had a layover in Orlando and then was supposed to be home. Did not happen that way. We was in Jamaica till like 5 p.m. and we should have left there like 3 p.m. We was in Jamaica till 5 p.m. Then we get to Orlando. Okay, I got a beef to pick. I got a bone to pick with Orlando Airport. I don't understand why y'all can't transfer bags from one plane to the other. Why do I have to, if I have to transfer to another flight, why do I have to collect my bag and recheck my bag and go through security again? Why? Why? We was already delayed, already running late, and we're thinking we're going to miss our flights, and we had to wait for our bags, take our bags back to the front, recheck the bags, and go through security again. What are we doing, Orlando? I don't work for the airport, so why am I doing the airport's work? Y'all supposed to transfer the bag from plane to plane. That completely irked my nerve. But we did it just to end up, at this point, I got split up from my girls because everybody lived in different places. And that flight ended up being delayed. Not only was I delayed for like almost 2 hours in the airport, get on the plane and sat on the plane for 2 hours, waiting to get cleared for takeoff. Altogether, I was traveling for about 14 hours. Yeah, 14 hours. And I had no idea about any cyber attack or anything. When I came home, I went to sleep. I didn't find out about the cyber attack until like Friday night. And somebody was like, this is probably why we was so delayed. And I was like, oh my God, I'm glad that I made it home. All my gripes, all my beef, I'm glad that I made it home though. Because this thing was a real thing. Why is it one program that's controlling so much? This is what I don't understand about certain things. Why is one program controlling so much? I feel like, they make these movies like iRobot. Nobody learned nothing from iRobot. Why are we giving technology so much with like the AI and the this and the that? Why are we giving technology so much? Because it could turn on you or it can not work one day. And then what you gonna do? What's the contingency plan when this happens? Because people act like they don't remember before we had all this technology, what they used to do. I think you need to train on what to do when the technology fails. I really do. Because we're so reliant on technology, and when it goes against us, it cripples us. And we're giving entities and things the power to cripple us because we put so much into it. Why? Why are we doing it to ourselves? Why? Why? Just I need the world to think about this. I need the world to think about this. So, what else happened this week? Joe Biden stepped down, and Kamala Harris is stepping up. And the world is going mad. The world is going crazy over this. Um, I've I've seen things on the internet of people like a woman can't run this country, and I'm like, the sarcastic side of me is like, well, neither can a man because ain't nobody getting it right yet. Um, People are questioning whether she's black or not. And people are questioning. I just feel like these past couple of years, women in general has been under attack. Um, as a woman, and with what's on the other side, like me personally, I'm probably going to vote for Kamala Harris because I'm not voting for RNG. I'm just not. Um, I feel like politics is politics, and there's good and bad in every politician. RNG just I don't see the good that he's bringing morality wise for the United States. I know people was like, oh, like because we had gotten these stimulus checks and this that, and the other when he was in office before, and blah 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 blah. But the morale of the U.S. went down. To me, his presidency brought more bad than good. He is very radical. He is a catalyst to bring out the ugly in America, which is kind of always there, but it's so forefront that I feel like if he was to become president again, you know how us African American folk, us black folk, like we sit around and we be like, oh, that couldn't have been me in slavery. Like we watching different movies, that couldn't have been me. I feel like that if he was to become president, we're gonna have to prove that. We're gonna have to get suited and booted because it's gonna go down. We're gonna have to get suited and booted, and we're gonna have to prove that we're not gonna take it because the radicals that follow him, not saying that everybody that follows him is extremely radical, but the radicals that follow him is going to take it there. Just like how they took it to the Capitol. and we're gonna have to prove we're gonna have to get suited and booted. So I hope the world is ready. I hope the world is ready. Um, and as far as the other things, like on the Kamala Harris side, as far as the other things, whether she's whether she's black or not, or whether her father's Jamaican or mother's Indian, da, 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 da. If she was walking in the street and you did not know she was Kamala Harris, you would say that's a black woman. The other side ain't saying, "Oh, she's cool because she's Jamaican." Oh, okay. We got a question. Do you think that we will have to go to war no matter who is president, and who would you rather lead us into war, Harris or Trump? If we're going into war against somebody else, like America against somebody else, um, then either or, because there's so many entities in place. Like everybody likes to think that the president is the end all be all, but there's so many other moving parts that the president ain't even the last word on a lot of stuff. So either way, but I feel like RNG is gonna start a race war here in the United States. I feel RNG is, they saying that women are emotional. RNG is proven to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? He don't win the thing, he start pouting, "Oh, we need a recount because I didn't win." And he's emotional. "Oh, if I don't get voted for, this is what I'm gonna do." He throw more tantrums than a little bit. He throw more tantrums than a little bit. Can I say one is gonna do better than the other? No. But I already seen what one can do. So I'm willing to take the shot in the dark on the other one. I'm willing to take that shot. Because RNG already proved what he's about, what he's willing to do, and don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. You say that she don't care about our community, he really don't give a shit about our community. He really don't. So like I think we need better arguments. Give me another argument. And she don't care about our community. Well, he don't either. So if you're not voting for her, who are you voting for? I'll take my chances with the evil I don't know than the evil that I do know. It's like dating. It's like dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you go back to your ex when you know motherfucker ain't shit? Or do you take a chance with somebody new who might not be shit either, but it ain't him? It ain't the one that you know ain't shit. Like, is it just me? Am I the one bugging out here? I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to the crazy ex. I don't want to go back to the crazy ex. Point blank, period. I'll take my chances on something that's never been done before. See what happens. You know, everybody's waiting for her to do like some kind of astronomical thing for the black community. The rest of the government is not going to allow that to happen. They're not. The rest of the government is not going to allow that to happen. They will fight her so hard every step of the way. Her say is not the last say and not the only say. I'm just saying. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Okay. So this next subject that I want to get into is very heart-wrenching. It makes me think about a lot of different things that I see going on social media and things that I hear people talk about and this, that, and the other. So there's been another tragedy this past week with the unaliving of Sonia Massey. Rest in peace to her. My condolences to her family. Of course, this bothers me. It bothers on so many levels because how many times does this have to happen? How many times does this have to happen? People tend to, yeah, we can do that. People tend to say, like, when you talk about things that happened like in the 50s and the 60s or even during slavery time and this and other, people try to act like it was so long ago. But this is just proof that this mentality still is alive to this day. In DC, if you have the footage ready, I know it's been circulating all over the internet and on social media and everything. But we're going to play the footage, the body cam footage, and then I'm going to finish my thought.
Body cam footage released by the Sangamon County State Attorney's Office shows the final moments of Sonia Massey's life, the Springfield area woman who was fatally shot by one of the responding deputies to a 911 call she made. Massey called 911 because she thought an intruder was in her home, according to the lawyer representing her family.
We checked your yard, we walked around the whole block, we didn't see anybody.
Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson and another deputy responded to the call around 12:50 a.m., authorities said. The deputies searched the property and found no intruder. The deputies then asked Massey to check on a pot of boiling water on the stove.
Check on her. We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I was repeating.
We're loading.
You in the name of Jesus.
You better not. I swear to God, I'll you straight your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! I'm gonna go get my kid. No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it. God.
Okay. So looking at the footage, my first thought is it's a setup. She was nowhere near the pot. You told her to go get the pot. Why would she try to threaten you with the boiling water? She called you there because she was worried about somebody being in or around her house. Make it make sense. Say she was gonna throw it on the police officer. Let's just say, play devil's advocate for a second. Let's just say she was gonna throw it on the officer. Water, gunshot to the head. Water, gunshot to the head. Make it make sense.
Did you happen to hear the last words that are at the end of that video? His partner said, "Hey, dude, I'm not taking the fall for this."
And it just makes me it makes me so angry because people act like, when things happen and we start talking about, oh, this is how it's been for years, and since slavery, and 'cause officers came from overseers. So the whole basis of the police department is a little, for one. But I need people to understand that not only are these things not that long ago, because in my lifetime, I was able to speak to someone that was born in slavery. So if in my lifetime I was able to speak to a person that was born in slavery, it was not that long ago. It was not that long ago. And the mentality of it still lingers to this day. The mentality of it still lingers to this day. And it's sad that we still have to have these stories. We still have to have these stories of our people being unalive for no reason, not just by police officers, just our people being unalive for no reason. And yes, sometimes we do it to ourselves. Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about women sleeping in their bed and getting shot and killed by the people that's supposed to protect and serve them. I'm talking about women can't even pull over on the side of the road without worrying about the people that's supposed to protect and serve them taking their life. And I'm sorry, but if that was a Becky with the good hair, it wouldn't have went down like that. It wouldn't have went down like that. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And then when I see things on the internet when they're like, oh, Black women are so angry and they're so wound up because we was raised on survival. We're raised on survival. We're not raised to just, take care of the kids, take care of the man, take care of the house. We have to do those things and survive in a world that does not want us here. In a world of, I'm not going to say the whole world, I'm going to say where there's people in this country that don't want us here, that don't feel like we are equal citizens. Our men are considered less than a man just because of the color of their skin. And if our men are less than a man and a woman in general is already a second class citizen, where does that leave a black woman? So in the state of the world today, you waiting for women to just be in their soft girl era, and we can't be. We can't even call the cops to help protect us. Our men can't walk the street and feel easy if there's a cop on the same street. When is enough gonna be enough? What do we have to do? I don't have the answer. I just know I'm tired. I am, I have 3 sons. I am fearful. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. That's why I'm afraid for RNG to get into office again. After all the stuff that he showed that he can do, the way they rushed that Capitol building, that's scary. That's scary. And it may come to that anyway, because Lord knows anything that look, they want to question her blackness. So anything remotely look like a black woman in office, those radical folks are going to lose their mind. They're going to lose their mind. And I just hope that we are truly ready for it. We have to stay prayed up. It's, it's just really a scary time. Things that I'm seeing when I was younger, I just never thought that I would see in my lifetime. You hear the stories and things like that. But I didn't think to this extent when I was a kid. It started coming more to light when I became a teenager. I grew up. I grew up in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, near Coney Island. Coney Island, Brighton Beach, Bay Ridge, all that was on my side of Brooklyn. And down the street from the projects was an area called Garrison Beach. And I may have told stories about Garrison Beach before, I don't remember. But yeah, down the street was Garrison Beach. And I had a friend that lived in Garrison Beach. Even though she was Spanish, her mom married an Italian guy and they ended up moving to Garrison Beach. And I used to go visit her. which that walk to her house was like the creepiest walk ever. I used to just, I'm telling my age, but I used to put on my Walkman and just walk and just, like try to tune out everything. Just as long as I get to her house, I'm good. Um, well, one time, because Garrison, their sidewalks was very small. And after my oldest son was born, she was still over there. She was over there from when we was teenagers. She was still over there. So after my oldest son, Zaya, was born, um, I went to go see her, and we was walking back towards the projects together. And I'm pushing the stroller, and she was walking with me, but we had to walk in the street because it wasn't like the sidewalks are so small. If you walking with somebody else, you can't walk side by side without somebody being in the street. So everybody used to just walk in the street. So we walking in the street, stroller, whatever, and this guy comes flying down the street. So like run to the side or whatever, and she yells out, "You asshole!" And the guy stops his car and he backs up. And mind you, I'm the one with the stroller. He comes straight to me. He's like, "You black bitch." Da, 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 da. Try to drag me for Phil. And I told my friend, I said, grab the stroller, push Isaiah to the side, because it's about to go down with this man. But then she jumped in between us and she was like, "She didn't even say it. I said it." And then he paused, because even though she was Spanish, she looked Caucasian. So then he paused, and then he got back in his car and he pulled off. If she didn't say that, who knows what would have happened. There was also other times where I remember walking to school and there would be swastikas drawn on. There was like a co-op building between my school and the projects, and there was like swastikas drawn on the side of the building, on the mailbox, and things like that. And I walked past that to go to school. Boys from Garrison Beach used to pull up. If there was a group of guys in the projects, they would pull up on a group of guys in the projects and just start fighting. Pull up with bats and all kind of stuff and just start fighting them. And this is all in Brooklyn. This is in my lifetime. This was not that long ago, folks. And it's just like handing down a family heirloom. That mentality is handed down, handed down, handed down, handed down. We really have to be careful out here. We really have to be careful out here. We really have to, my folks, we have to stop being against each other. My brothers, I love you. We have to stop this foolishness. We have to stop this foolishness. We have to come together. You see, the laws are being reversed. A lot of things is going back in time. I can't even make a decision on my body. Report police misconduct. Atlanta Citizens Review Board. There you go. We have to start being a part of these things, like hard body. This is as hard as we went when we was trying to get Obama into office. We have to go hard like that on a regular basis on things, especially the smaller elections in our areas that directly affect us, that affects our police departments. We have to. We have to. Cause shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get real. And like they're trying to do away with the Board of Education. How do you do away with the Board of Education? How, like these things is like blowing my mind. And to see so many people support these things like Project 2025. Like, what? What? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And if it's bothering some Caucasian folks in the government's eyes, we're behind them. So if it's not beneficial to them, you know ain't nothing that's happening gonna be beneficial for us. Not a thing. Not one thing. And this is really a scary, detrimental time. And I'm not saying all my Caucasians is bad. It's bad. I swear. I swear. Growing up where I grew up, I love y'all. I love who loves me. But the ones who don't, we need to get suited and booted. We need to get suited and booted. Because they're coming for us in so many different ways. So many different ways. Not just Black people, women. They're coming for women. They are coming for us in so many different ways. Women is getting too much and they trying to knock us down. There's a statistic, and I really should have like had it set or whatever, that women are highest ranking in business, entrepreneurship, education, all that. And I really feel like our counterparts in this world, because like I said, even as a non-Black woman, you know what I'm saying, women are the second class citizen. Men rule the world, men rule everything. But now women is coming up and we getting educated, and we're building businesses, and we're competing with the top dogs. And they don't like it. They don't like it. And you think about it, like they never wanted us to like come up. It wouldn't even allow us to. It wasn't that long ago that we wasn't able to buy a house on our own, or have a bank account on our own, or guys have the right to vote, have a say on anything. That wasn't that long ago, y'all. It wasn't that long ago. There's people still alive to this day that put those laws in place that's still in the government. There's people who didn't want certain laws to be put in place that's still in government, that's alive to this day. So the people that put it in place is still alive. It wasn't that long ago. So I just really need people to get educated. Whatever candidate that you pick, learn about them. Really find out what's going on, and don't just follow by what's going on social media or whatever. Really find out who you want to pick, and pick who you want to pick, you know? But make sure you educated about your pick, and you're not just doing it for fad, trend, because it looks good. Don't just vote for Kamala Harris because she's black. See what she stand on. Does it coincide with what you're looking for? Educate yourself. Because I feel like a lot of us just go off of what's popular, or sometimes people just go against what's popular just to go against what's popular. You know what I mean? Like, just to be the rebel, just to go against what's popular. Actually educate yourself on what is going on. Without educating ourselves, we cannot affect change properly. Educate yourself on the people in the smaller elections, like aldermen and council, councilmen, councilwoman, things like that. Those smaller elections directly affect you more, believe it or not, than the presidency. Those small local elections is going to affect you more than the presidency. It affects you day to day. Learn about it. Make sure you go out and you vote. Also, make sure you're ready to get suited and booted, because they're getting ready. There's already been video of them coming out of U-Hauls. They're getting ready. Make sure you're prepared. Whew. This was a heavy show, y'all. But I would feel remiss if I didn't speak on it. Um, I have to, how many Sonia Mayasis do we have to have? How many Breonna Taylors do we have to have? How many George Floyds do we have to have? Why? Why? Why are the people that was put in place to protect us not protecting us? Something has to be done. I don't know what, but something has to be done. It's crazy how I grew up around gangs. Um, I had friends that was in gangs and this, that, other. I am more afraid of the police. To me, police is the biggest gang in the world. And they get to do whatever they want. We have to figure out a way to stop that. It has to stop. So all you good police officers out there, kudos to you. And I'm sorry that you have to get a bad rep for your counterparts. Keep doing a good job. Don't let the bad ones hide behind that badge. If you know something is wrong, say something is wrong. Because if you're going to turn a blind eye, then it's just as bad as the person doing it. Rest in peace, Sonia Massey. My condolences to the Massey family. And we're about to get out of here, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We had to do a podcast. Next week, I'll let you guys know what's going to happen next week. But yeah. Follow us on Instagram at Had to Do a Podcast. Follow us on Facebook. I'll get an invite to the Facebook group for Had to Do It Podcast. Follow me on all social media platforms at Drea Nicole NYC. You can find that on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm gonna start building up TikTok a little more. And on TikTok, go view past shows. If this is your first show, go view past shows on YouTube at Had to Do a Podcast. And just let me know what you think. Drop some comments. Send some love. Like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? Motherfuckers, I'm out.